Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last one, we found a dead corpse after being told that Monokuma is still up and running, and they just led us right into the room of the data center, letting us know that apparently this has been live this entire time on all the TV stations across the world. That's what he's saying. Which is weird if that's the case. So we gotta find out who this dead body is. It's either Kyoko or Mukusaba. Let's find out who it is. So, we haven't checked this knife out yet, so there's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said that the knife went all the way through the body, from the front to the back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this the same knife that was in my room? That's it. It's the knife that the person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever that person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker what we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... Maybe Kyoko? When they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then I... And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Knife at the crime scene has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Let's see here, anything else I can click on? The plant, maybe. Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat people? Or paper, plastic, and people? Anyway, I don't think it's related to this case, so I think I'll just stay away. Let's check the tool shed. Just be sure I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is that a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Well, let's look at it. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The one thing in here that concerns me, or that's the one thing in here that concerns me. Let's look at the pickaxe again. There's something carved into the handle of the pickaxe. Crazy diamond. It's that same thing that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. The pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. It's definitely intriguing, but now's not the time to worry about it. Oh, there's something else in here. A couple of hose. Should probably look at those. These tools have nothing to do with the case about this. I really hope there aren't any clues hidden in the fertilizer. Oh, there's a coin. There's nothing else in the tool shed. Surveillance camera. Let's check this out. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning. Monokuma said that the time positively couldn't be changed. Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet. Which would mean the murder must have taken place. Sprinklers has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Let's see here. Ikuya. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. Talk. What do you want to talk about? I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick and so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could have only have taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, and Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. And at that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. And the only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Byakuya's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Hey, Aoi, what you got? Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. So, thank you too. Body before the explosion has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Okay, Toko, what you got? So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. How about Hiro? It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and? Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual. I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. When I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting, next Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right. It had to be right around 9 o'clock. Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. When the body was found has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to figure out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko, if that's true? Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me that key to your room. I don't have a choice. I have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya, can I have it? Hey, Byakuya. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have that key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later, and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Okay, so I can leave now? Yep. Okay. So the first place I should probably check should be the gym entryway on the first floor. Can I get the first floor but without the gym? There we go. Because I can't teleport to the gym. I gotta go all the way to the first hallway. I wonder if that is Kyoko or not. That would suck if it is, because she's been helping us. Wait, that's not the same Monokuma. Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden, fragments near the dead body, has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All there's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Okay. Hopefully he'll let me. I don't think he'll let me, honestly. Hey, Byakuya, you wanna let me in there? Do you think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Ah, wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him, on our way to the dorms. Okay, Byakuya, let's do this. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then, click, and it's open. Looks like it, thanks. Let's do this. I wonder what her room looks like. Looks the same as Sayaka's. So this is Kyoko's room. What's this? There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly
But if it is a
possible.
key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really, what? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in that dojo. This might go to it. The dojo. Woodblock key has been added to your truth bolt section. Let's see. Let's check the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Okay. Let's check the bed. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Monitor, maybe? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. It seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no, it's totally useless no matter what. How about you, Byakuya?
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here. Sorry? Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Huh, what's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet, only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said something about if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Under the sheets of the bed, obviously. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect it to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 Student Registry. Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she was snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you it was my key, and that's it. This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this was what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in military from childhood, and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, she and her family were on vacation in Europe. She disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir. For those 3 years, she insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Yukiro's profile has been added to the Truth Bolt section. Huh. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. That doesn't feel real, the world I grew up in. It's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way even to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's what was how I saw things, so... As just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard that says Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile. So what if we did?
Hey,
Don't freak out on
come
me.
now.
I'm not gonna hold out it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rule and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
A rule violator. Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. I am a proper school life is built on dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school's headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely, I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is, now can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I've ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got here, together in the main hall, way back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding, are you saying?
in other words...
That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed!
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Yep,
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
16 students, one is the mastermind, it
The one they
seems.
call the ultimate despair.
Yep,
Watch out for her.
yep, we should watch out for her. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed!
Makes sense.
Well now...
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with ya. Seriously?
Hey,
You know she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time. Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover up a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Scars? Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. Wait, so on the back of her hand, that tattoo... Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves. So, to hide those scars, which means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh.
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such
God,
ignorance.
must he have really hated you to make you so dull? Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there won't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case.
It's certainly
Perhaps she is the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come up with that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if the key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Well, are you coming? So me and Byakuya are gonna stay together the entire time, it seems. So number 6, right? There are wooden lockers here. They use a woodblock keys, just like those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it, okay? I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here, and it looks like 10 arrows in total. Then, they look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Titanium arrows has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a bloodstain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. That's odd. Very odd. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Mikuro was part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? Research? Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I wonder how close we are to the class trial. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seems to know the archive like the back of his hand, and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand. Okay.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is... It's got the symbol of the wolf on it. That's the same as the tattoo. How do you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe that there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they were simply imploded. What is it? This all sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality these people are a part of, our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that there's a member of the team, each member that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir. Could that mean Mikuro Ikusaba's profile has been updated in the Truth Bullet section of your handbook? Ding dong bing bong. Is it already class trial time? That was quick.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena.
Okay.
It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
Okay.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
Already? Oh
So,
dear.
Please meet up in the
I don't know
usual
if I have
spot.
enough information. Okay.
See you later.
Time to head back to our normal spot, I guess. Then, the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
Right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Well, one good thing to do before class trial is definitely save. Unless the save comes immediately afterwards, then I'll just save over that save. Okay, let's do this. Whoa, Kuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto is ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes and waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
Oh, what's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he's died again. What should we do? Should we keep him waiting here, or what? Jesus. Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demanded explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here, now can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. I'm guessing it's Kyoko. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko? Kyoko, you're still alive. No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of that fun for later, right?
What?
But if it's okay, there's no particular penalty for being late.
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty, officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko, so you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we've gotta deal with a ghost. I told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Hey, Kyoko. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors on the cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea the body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So...
Just now I finished my search and came down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were so late?
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what that key you found goes to.
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now I want to focus on surviving our current situation,
It would seem...
because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. The class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all... Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Okay, let's head on down there. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. With just 6 of us going down the elevator. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without a warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. It's bright here.
Wait! I can't wait!
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed. Let's get on with the show. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. And this is where we're going to be ending this one, because I believe the next one's going to be pretty big, and also we're already at the end of this episode anyways. So thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you all in the 5th class trial. Let's figure out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba. Keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey guys and girls, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. If you liked everything today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe and hit the bell notification. Thank you all for watching, and peace out. See you all next time.